Doctor Who over the last few years, it's grown, it's developed. We've gone through a load of different people, and while there are episodes that definitely are brilliant, there are smaller episodes that not everybody enjoys, but everyone may have their own personal favourites. So today I'm going to go over my personal favourite episodes from each series of the Russell T Davies era. I may at some point get around to the Moffat era, yeah, but for the time being, these are my personal favourite episodes from series 1 through 4.5, i.e. the 2009, for each series. Right, series 1. While most people, if they're looking for a good episode of series 1, they may go for something like The Empty Child two-parter or Bad Wolf and the Parting of the Ways, the personal favourite episodes I have from that series were episode 4 and episode 5, the two-parter Aliens of London and World War III. Many people view this one as they either go meh or they think it's not very good. But personally, they're the two episodes that got me into the show. I mean, I was only 8 years old at the time it aired, and to be honest, for the first few episodes, though I watched them, I didn't really know what was happening. Like, my parents introduced me to the show, and I was just like, what on earth is this? But by the end of episode 5, I was hooked. In case you don't know, Aliens of London World War III focuses on the Doctor and Rose returning to Earth, having missed 1 year in what would have been Rose's life, and discovering there's Slitheen running around inside 10 Downing Street. So, yeah, it's a fun episode. I mean, yeah, as I said, there are better episodes of Series 1 you could probably get a better storyline out of, but they're the two episodes that got me in, and so I'll always have a kind of personal favourite with them. For Series 2, a personal favourite episode of mine is episode 3, School Reunion. While people, when they're looking for like the best episodes of Series 2, they may go for episode 4, The Girl in the Fireplace, or the two-part finale, Army of Ghosts and Doomsday. School Reunion, I feel, is, once again, it's a really fun episode and does really well in connecting the canon of the New Who and the Classic Who, as it has Elizabeth Sladen return as Sarah Jane Smith to the show, along with K9, in order to help the Doctor, Rose and Mickey investigate school. Although I only started watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer last year, Anthony Head is always a win, and he does very good as the sinister headmaster, Mr. Finch, who's actually quite terrifying. So yeah, once again, it's not particularly the best episode of Series 2, but you know what, it does well helping to connect the canons of Classic Who and New Who with the addition of Sarah Jane Smith and K9. And the ending is sad in places, but also is very nice to see, and finally get to see Sarah Jane properly say goodbye to the Doctor. And the episode was evidently popular enough as it managed to get Sarah Jane Smith her own spin-off series. Yep. For Series 3, most people, if you ask them for the best episode of Series 3, they'll likely go for Blink. That, I have to admit, is a very good and also very scary episode. That's a good light episode. However, if I had to pick a personal favourite from Series 3, I would like it. For me, it's likely a tie between episode 2, The Shakespeare Code, and episode 3, Gridlock. They're not really any episodes of kind of canon episodes or dark, scary episodes. They're more in the area of fun episodes. I mean, they do have... Gridlock at least does have ties back to Classic Who, as it reintroduces a classic monster of the Macra. That they don't play a big part in the episode, but it's nice to have a little good nod to Classic Who in there. And the Shakespeare Code, it's one of those fun episodes of seeing the Doctor and his companion interact with a classic kind of person of mystery who everybody knows, William Shakespeare. It's interesting to see things like from the Elizabethan perspective, Like them trying to reason what it is, but also being slightly terrified. So, yeah, those two episodes I'd probably say are my personal favourites from that particular year. From Series 4, if you're looking for good episodes of Series 4, most people would likely say the two-parter, The Stolen Earth and Journey's End, which I actually think is one of the greatest episodes of New Who. However, one of my personal favourites from Series 4, personally, is The Unicorn and the Wasp. Very much like the Shakespeare Code, this relies on the Doctor and his companion encountering somebody from history who most people know of, in this case Agatha Christie. And whereas the Shakespeare Code did manage to slip some of Shakespeare's phrases in there, and it was fairly open-ended, like, he's thinking, I might use that. Yeah, stuff like, all the world's a stage, rage, rage against the dying of the light, and once more onto the breach. This one is a little more subtle, and it does actually provide a great game when you're watching the episode of trying to find all the Agatha Christie titles in there. They've got references to The Body in the Library, Cat Among the Pigeons, and while Agatha does catch on to one or two, such as when Donna says Murder on the Orient Express and Miss Marple, it's great fun just going through the episode and trying to see all the ones trying to get all the titles, because they're all in there. Such as I said, The Body in the Library, Crooked House, Murder at the Vicarage. You can go through, literally, and mark down which ones you can work out. So, once again, it's a great fun, it's a great mystery, and it's a good episode. I've seen it go dabble around, people saying it's good, people saying it's not good, but I think it's pretty good. Finally, for the Russell T Davies era, there's the Year of Specials. And this one, I'm technically going to call on a technicality. I'm counting the specials year through from the 2008 Christmas special, The Next Doctor, through to The End of Time. I don't care that my choice is the one from 2008. It's just how it is. As my favourite from the specials period was The Next Doctor. What can I say? It's a great episode. It has the return of classic monsters, the Cybermen, who we'd seen the Daleks pop up. We'd seen how they'd escaped certain death from the void. So it was nice to see the Cybermen back. Also, the Walking Dead actor David Morrissey and his also supposed companion Rosita, played by Valil Tushpala. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. But, yeah, it's great fun. It's kind of... Christmas is woven into there, but it's an episode set at Christmas. Christmas is there, but it's not the main focus. Which is seeing the Doctor fight against the Cybermen and trying to solve the mystery of how there could be another Doctor who doesn't seem to remember him. So, yeah. Those are my personal favourites from the Russell T Davies era. I'll get around to doing the Moffat era at some point. I'll get to it. Anyway, for now, see ya.